So you won last year, is that not right?
That's right.
And so you feel like the rock star's got to kind of top himself?
Yeah, right.
What do we got here?
So I just pushed my old ideas a little bit further. Still sort of Portour style with the. Should I look at you?
Either way.
Okay. Sort of Portour style with the front weighted load, which I really like. I like the way that handles. I'm going to come around the other side here. It's a little easier for me to operate everything.
Yeah.
So I incorporated the same lock that I had last time. It's this U-lock. It's built into the frame here. Comes clear out. Locks the steering. So just with the lock in place, it makes the bike unrideable. But it also, you can lock it around a rack or a pole or whatever. But the thing with the case, so in the past I've used a soft bag on the front rack. With this guy, we've got a lockable carbon fiber case here. The carbon's really, really durable. It's rugged. It's fairly secure, difficult to break into, and you can ride your bike somewhere and leave things in here while you go into the store or whatever. So it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. You think about when you drive a car, you can leave stuff. You can leave your sunglasses on your dash and things like that. With most bikes, you have to take everything off the bike if you go anywhere. So with this, we've got a lockable, out of sight, out of mind kind of secure storage. Yeah, so there's a cell phone case there. It's my son. And then the coup de grace is this guy right here. Got him sounds, right? You got him in your car. So car replacement, that's what I'm all about, is replacing the car. 82% of trips in the US under 5 miles are done by car. 82% of 5 mile or less trips. Those can all be done by bicycle. Yeah, well, that's the idea. Some of the things that keep people from riding bikes are the fact that you're going to get hot and sweaty riding. So I've also got an electric assist. So I've got a hub motor. It's 350 watt hub motor, 48 watt battery pack. It's good for up to 60 miles. And you get where you're going without working up too much of a sweat. So you wear a suit, you're going into the office, you get there, you don't take a shower.
So this kind of harkens back to the old Schwinn?
Sort of. Well, those old Schwinns were all designed to look like motorcycles. Because in the 1920s, when motorcycles and cars became accessible to the general public, adults in the U.S. stopped riding bicycles. So the bikes were all designed for kids who wanted to ride stuff that looked like what their parents rode. So those looked like the motorcycles at the time. You think about motorcycles from the early part of the 20th century, they were bicycles that had motors added onto them. So that was kind of the aesthetic I was going for with this bike. It was kind of going back to the future. It's back then they were taking bicycles and adding internal combustion motors to them, and now we've got electric motors that we can add to bicycles and get a little more utility out of them, and just add a little bit of convenience to the whole experience of riding a bike.
What about this double frame? You've got a bar here and a bar here. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the second top tube gives me a place to mount the battery. All the wiring runs inside the frame through that tube, so that's why it's there. It's there to hold the battery. It stiffens the frame up a little bit for cargo holding, but it's mostly there to hold the battery.
And do you envision somebody being able to also perhaps pull a trailer or put a back rack?
Yeah, I took it off. I had the trailer hitch on here for my son. I've been pulling him around in the Burley trailer, and it's great, especially with the assist. You can, 20 miles an hour like that, and not working very hard, even with a kid in a trailer, which just adds 30 pounds, 40 pounds, easy.
I'm running out of tape. I got one question. Do you keep this or sell it?
That's really cool. That's always a hard question. Every bike that I build for myself, I always end up really loving. I decided this past year that I need to sell my bikes every year, so it'll be for sale eventually. I'll ride it for a little while. It's so much fun. The electric assist is really a blast, and you know, when I build a bike like this, it's all these ideas that I've been thinking about and fantasizing about. So it's realized now. I'm definitely going to want to ride it for a while, but I'll sell it and build another one eventually.